Hi, my name is Anna and this is my digital learning guide for business management. By the end of this guide, students should have A. An understanding of global mobile trends, B. Have learnt 3 different approaches to education in management, and C. 5 uses of mobile technologies that can be adopted into study. Since the technological revolution, the rise of smart devices and mobile culture has allowed for even greater socialization, learning and connectivity than ever thought imaginable. In more recent years, there's been a steady trend towards a wide range of mobile devices and a move away from more traditional desktop and laptop devices. In 2017, 51% of all web traffic came from mobile devices, with this trend set to rise in the coming years. But what does this mean for the future? The global trends has seen the greater everyday use of mobile devices, but also the adoption of mobile learning in the classroom. This trend has led to the question of the affordance and affordability of devices. Affordance is defined as the functionality and a number of different uses of a device. Affordances are often higher in smart devices which have cameras or GPS capabilities. Devices with high affordances are being gradually introduced to education and learning environments in order to facilitate higher level learning in the classroom. Affordability is defined as the ability to pay for or access a device. Affordability often depends on the type and cost of the device itself. Devices with high affordances often have low affordability. What does this mean on a global scale? For developing countries, the converse relationship between lower affordances and higher affordability has several consequences. They often focus on more of the affordability of the devices, and mobile learning is often hindered due to the lack of basic devices or limited internet connection. For developed countries, devices available have higher affordances but also lower affordability. This has allowed learning and ubiquitous learning to be widespread. Furthermore, the adoption of learning spaces that can facilitate different types of learning with devices has become increasingly popular. Being from a developed country like Australia, I am a business student studying management who has access to my own smart devices. I also attend a university that has dedicated areas such as the business school that encourages both U-learning and M-learning. Whilst there are many different types of learning approaches that can be used in the classroom, in management you use the following 3 the most. Information transmission is defined as the passive learning between teacher and student. It is useful for the large transfer of highly theoretical content and case studies in management. The main forms are through face-to-face lectures, journal articles, and textbook readings. Secondly, behaviorism is learning through conditioning, specifically positive and negative reinforcement. This approach encourages students to find, understand, and retain key knowledge through positive reinforcement or rewards. Management units often have weekly quizzes on content which are rewarded with marks. This can also be applied to practice quizzes, polls, and educational apps that can facilitate this positive response. Lastly, social constructivism is an approach that encourages active interaction between participants, group collaborations, challenging traditional assumptions, and social learning. Learners take responsibility of their learning through scaffolding the learning of others. Management teaches you how to work with others and manage teams in the workplace. This approach is shown through group assignments, peer learning activities, as well as activities during tutorials. Ebooks are often used to transfer and facilitate information transmission. All textbooks throughout the units can be purchased as an ebook. It's often cheaper and more mobile and less heavy than your traditional textbooks, and allows you to highlight, screenshot, and have a search function to find key concepts that you want to learn about. Mind mapping is another great way to facilitate information transmission. It's a great way to link key concepts as well as visualize the things that we're learning through readings and lectures. It allows students to not only test themselves on key concepts and facilitate previous knowledge, but also working with others to create mind maps can encourage social constructivism. Examples of great programs could be Coggle or iMindMap. QR codes are an example of how you can integrate social constructivism and behaviorism in one. QR codes can be used to link virtual and the real world and can be used to communicate with others and is highly interactive. QR codes can be used in textbooks or worksheets to enhance learning experiences and encourage teamwork through creating quests and scanning other people's content. Great programs include IQ generators on the internet as well as on devices. There are also a number of educational apps out there that can facilitate information transmission and social constructivism. Educational apps like the Google Suite or Evernote can be used to boost learning, create effective notes, and encourage collaboration with others. Lastly, polling is an example of behaviorism and social constructivist approaches. Making polls can help to encourage critical thinking, problem solving, and collect feedback from various projects from peers. Taking polls can help to identify gaps in knowledge as well as encourage group conversations when done. SurveyMonkey is a great program that can be used.